Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. And today I've got a very, very special video for you guys. I get to interview the 13-year-old ICT trading superstar, Dami Trades. I stumbled upon his TikTok a couple weeks ago and I had to get an interview in with him and just understand on how he was able to become such a good trader at such a young age. And in this interview, there's just so much jam-packed value that I hope you guys enjoy it. And don't forget to just like, comment, and subscribe here on this channel so we can continue to do cool stuff like this and show you guys the other side of being a trader. I have no advice. You could take my job.
It made about like 5K up in like 1 month.
No way. I was using that money from Twitch to keep my trading dream alive and trade.
Like I'll be like going to the bathroom at like 8:30 if I don't have like my computer to go see like what New York's doing and like if I can get into a trade or not. So yeah.
That is dedication. That is dedication to the game right there. How old were you when you first like started to even get interested in trading?
So I started when I was like 10 probably. I remember like that's like when like meme coins started like popping off and stuff, and that's like where I started. And then once I lost a bunch of money on that. My brother lost a lot of money. So after I saw that, I like got into day trading a little bit. Like I started watching like videos on it in school and stuff and just like paper trading on TradingView. I thought it was pretty fun. So that's kind of how I started.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember the whole meme coin craze for a
Yeah.
while there. People were either making a lot of money or they were losing a bunch of money.
Yeah.
What were some of the meme coins that you bought?
So like I remember like low taper fade coin was like a really popular one. So I tried to like get on top of that one. I tried to get into to Trump coin when that first came out because it boosted up so fast. I tried to stay up for it, but then I ended up falling asleep and I woke up and I was so mad at myself for missing out on it. But like yeah,
I was in that coin too, actually.
you
Trump
were?
coin. Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah, that
lost
one was
money. We
insane.
lost money on Trump
You
coin.
lost it? Dang, that
Yeah, yeah,
sucks.
yeah. I think I bought way too high up and
Yeah.
I was FOMO trading basically into Trump coin. So I got to ask you, what made you at 13 years old want to get into like learning how to trade rather than playing like video games like all the kids are doing these days?
I mean, I used to play Fortnite a lot and stuff, but like I would just get bored of it and like no one like would be online, so I would just like look at the charts and stuff and just like have fun with it, kind of like act like I'm like playing a video game, but just like I have a friend named Thomas. We like trade together, and it's like fun for us to do because it's like playing a video game, but looking at charts, like
Hmm.
looking at all of them and just like seeing how they're moving. It's just really interesting to me.
Yeah, that's funny you say that because I say all the time to my students that a lot of, kids get into trading because it, in a way is like video games,
Hmm.
where they can like basically sit there all day and become an expert at trading, become like, an expert at trading and make money at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that we're seeing a lot of kids now that are transitioning from, you know, video games and they're getting good at trading because it's on the
Hmm.
screen, it's in the comfort of your house and learning at a early age is fantastic. So that's amazing, man. That's so cool. So how
Thank you.
did you get specifically into ICT concepts?
So, I mean, I used to like watch a bunch of TJR, like, cause I just like found him really funny. I just see him on my For You page all the time. He just being doing
Yep.
like crazy stuff and stuff. So, like, I watched his boot camp, I think, to start, and like I figured out like fair value gaps, like liquidity, that type of stuff.
Yep.
And then that's just kind of like how I started, and then I kept on going with it, and just like I like to keep it simple, kind of, because people have like these like big like plans and like how they're gonna trade and so many like different things that they look for. Like I'm just looking for like liquidity, like ICT concepts mainly.
Yeah, yeah. So keeping it simple, hunting liquidity, right?
Yes.
All that simple stuff instead of overcomplicating. So on your
Yeah.
charts, like I saw your charts are like pretty clean. Do you
Mhm.
like to keep it clean? Like you kind of manually do some of your fair value gaps and your liquidity pools and stuff like that?
So yeah, like I use like a few indicators. I use like a session one that shows like New York session. Like I like to try to trade New York session the most.
Yeah, yeah.
It's because like that's like my favorite one to trade because it's like has like the most volatility. But like I have that indicator and I mark out some fair value gaps. I usually like to see for like a fair value gap to be hit or like inversed in the 1 minute time frame or one tapped into in the 15 minute. And once I see that, that's like when I want to get into the trade usually and targeting like liquidity highs, session highs, that type of stuff.
So would you say that your main trading model is IFVGs inversions?
Kind of and kind of not. I like reverse fair value gaps. I guess I do like inverse fair value gaps, but like I look for them to be tapped into and then markets keep on rising up after. I don't like inverses as much as like just tapping into. Like I remember this morning I was looking at the charts, Forex. There was like a 15-minute time, 15-minute fair value gap being tapped into, and it just like went straight up on New York time frame. Like that's like what I look for the most.
So basically, are you looking for it to form a fair value gap, come back into that gap, and then go as a support or
Yeah, and then
resistance
target
level?
liquidity. That's like my main
Got you,
criteria
got
to
you.
trade.
So it's similar to how I trade a continuation model, basically.
Uh-huh.
Same style. You're looking for a breakout, retest
Yep.
of the gap, and then continuing. So that's awesome, man. So let me ask you, as a 13-year-old, how do you explain this to your friends? Like how are you explaining trading to your friends?
So like I just tell them that it's like they think that it's like really, really easy for some reason. Like I don't think it's like free money and that type of stuff. But like I try to tell them like I try to like explain like the candles to them. Like in my school, everyone's like on trading view now, like looking at the charts and stuff. They have
Wow.
like no idea what they're doing, but they're just like tapping on buy and sell and using like a bunch of leverage and stuff. So it's really fun for them. But like I just tell them about like why I do it, like how it's like how to like I try to explain it to them and like how to read candlesticks and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, and I kind of just tell them it's like trading stocks. Like I'll do it in school sometimes because like I have to like be in school and markets open a lot, and like people they'll ask a bunch of questions about like what I'm looking at and like what I'm trading that type of stuff.
So there are a lot of people are interested in what's
Oh
going
yeah, they're
on. Like
like
it's
yeah. Yeah, like they care about like the charts a lot now. Like I'll go to school and someone will like come up to me with like a chart open and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm up $20,000." But it'll be like paper trade and it'll be like a bunch of leverage, but like they just find it, like really fun to do.
it's so crazy because I mean, when I was
Yeah.
13 years old, I think I was still playing with like a Tamagotchi or some kind of like little, like, little video game. And now kids are playing with, with trading charts, which is, it's awesome. Honestly, I love it.
Mhm.
I mean, that's crazy. All right. So you told me about your favorite setup. You like the fair value gaps.
Mhm.
What do you think is your favorite time frame to trade?
I like the 5 minute time frame the most. That's like where I look for like everything. Like that's where like I trade on. But I look at the 15 minute a lot for those fair value gaps. And then maybe I look for like a 1 minute inverse fair value gap before I get into a trade.
Love
And I
it.
look on the 4 hour lot to see like the session, like the highs, the lows, like what I'm targeting for like liquidity highs mainly.
I mean, that's very similar to my trading style, honestly, too, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. So do you in when you're trading, are you trading like every day? Are you a little bit more, conservative with your trading? Like what's your
So
schedule look like for day trading?
I'll trade a lot in school. And it just depends like what class I have that day during like the 9:30 time frame, 8:30 or so. Like a lot of classes I can't have my computer up, but like when I do, I'm usually on the charts. Like I'm like going from tab to tab during class, trying to get into a trade. But usually I won't trade with that much like risk when I'm at school. Like I might trade like Forex or like just like one micro just to like get into a trade. If it
Yeah.
like booms and like then it booms, but I have like a tight stop loss usually. And I kind of just like take that as my trade and like my bias really.
So
Like
you're actually doing this in school at the
oh
same
yeah,
time.
like I'll be like going to the bathroom at like 8:30 if I don't have like my computer to go see like what New York's doing and like if I can
Wow.
get into a trade or not. So yeah,
That
use
is
flash stocks a
dedication.
lot.
That is dedication to the game right there. So
Yeah,
do your teachers know this? Like they see you, they're like, "Hey, like Dami, what are you doing?" What
they
they
have like no idea. Like so like I'll like just change tabs once they come over. Like I do like most of my work at home usually like my homework and stuff and like stuff I don't finish in class just so I can like look at the charts
Yeah.
during like, that class period if I have my computer out. But I mean yeah, it's mainly what it is. They don't really know that I'm on the charts except for like my English teacher maybe, but like that's about it.
What's your favorite class that you're taking right now in school?
Probably math. I like math a lot because it's just like fun and like yeah, that's mainly why. It's just like fun to do and it's like I don't know if it's like not like a free class but like a hard class but it's like rigorous and it's still
So
without
you're
being
good at
boring.
math, right? You would say you're good
I'm
at
pretty good
math?
at math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In order to be good at trading, you got to be a little bit good at math at the same time. So,
Yeah.
all right. What do you think is the hardest part about trading for you? For a
Um
13-year-old trader, what do you think the hardest part is right now?
really like not getting too greedy. Like also, I mean, the hardest part for me is obviously kind of like just trying to like take trades and stuff because I have school and that type of stuff. So
Mhm.
that's like the hardest part. But just like mainly on the charts, like when I'm getting into trade, I don't want to get too greedy and stuff. And a lot of times I'll cut like my profits before like my take profit hits, and I'll see it go hit my take profit after like I get nervous or something. So I'll
Yeah.
get out thinking I'm about to like losing my money instead of just like being patient and just like kind of riding with the trade.
Yeah, I mean that's something that everybody deals with. Like that's
Mhm.
very, very common among traders. So how are you handling losing trades? How does that
So
feel?
for me, it's not that bad because like I know if I was like older, it would matter a lot more. Because like if I like, for example, my parents like give me all my money to trade with and stuff. So like if I was like an adult though, and I had to like provide food for my family and stuff, if I lost a trade, I'd be like Like, I mean,
Mm,
that's like food for my kids and stuff like
yeah.
that. But like for me, it's like it's not like a game, but it's like I do just like and like learn, have fun with it. Like I don't really like I mean I care about it if I lose, but like I'm not gonna like be like furious like the rest of the day and like so yeah, I kind of just handle it pretty well.
Of course, because you're so young and there's really not much risk
Uh-huh.
to you, and this is a great time to learn it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that totally makes sense. So what's one rule that you never break when you're trading? What's one rule that's a non-negotiable?
Mainly trading up against like the daily bias. Like if we're like really bullish, I would like I'll never go shorts anymore. Like I used to do it a little bit, but I found out I would keep on losing, losing, losing. So it's like whenever I see that, I just decide to like just not take a trade or like go with the market with the trend.
So that's gold right there because most people have been in that situation too, trying to trade a counter trend trade, right? I
Yeah.
do it myself too, but it takes certain factors to actually execute a counter trend trade. So
Yeah.
you're saying that you're more profitable when you're in trend with
hmm
the market.
Yep. Going with the market, seeing like a 15-minute fair value, get tapped into, then shoot back up. Or like we come down, like rebound up like a low, hit an order block, something like that, and just shoot right back up. That's
That's
like what I
yeah,
try to get in.
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Do you ever get bored with
Trading?
trading? Yeah, do you get bored?
I love looking at the charts, obviously. So like I don't get bored of that because there's like so many different pairs, like currencies, stocks, stuff I can look at, like when I'm like bored and stuff. But like when I'm in a trade market just going up, down, like consolidating, that's like when it gets kind of boring and I'm like kind of want to get out the trade, but like
Yeah.
not get out the trade because it's just like taking too long.
So what is your favorite market to trade then? You say you trade Forex, you say you trade some other stuff. What is your like what's your go-to?
So like at school, I like to trade Forex a lot because like I can choose how much I want to lose and stuff. But like when I'm at home and I'm like locked in, I want to trade like futures, like S&P 500, micros, and the Nasdaq. And those are like my two favorites to trade. But like they're riskier for like my account size, and it's just like I don't want to like blow my whole entire account trading at school because I can't watch it and just like that type of stuff.
So are you actually trading like a live account?
So yeah, right now I have a brokerage account with Interactive Brokers. I had about like 6,000 in it, 7,000, and I was just trading it up, trading it up, trading up. I just took out a few profits like a week ago, and like I'm about to start trading it again. So yeah, I haven't taken a
Smart.
trade like in a while, since like last week, like early last week, but yeah.
So you take small trades on your live account and then you're basically on like your eval accounts or your demo accounts. You're really like just, keeping the skill set and this, you're sharpening the
hmm
tool set.
So yeah, like I just try to like sometimes I'll take like small trades like on like Forex and stuff just to like read the market. If I like lost earlier in the day, like I won't take
Yep.
a big trade later. But if I see like an A plus setup, I might put in like 10,000 Forex shares or whatever it's called, and I'll kind of like let that ride and try if I see like a good setup. But like I don't like to revenge trade after I lose and try to trade again and just like just keep on losing. So
Yeah, yeah, smart. That's a lot of people do that too. They will take a trade on one account and if they end up losing, right, they might be done for the day and they'll hop on
hmm
to an evaluation just to keep themselves in rhythm with the market. Instead of
yeah.
revenge trading live funds, they're trading on an eval to stay in
Yeah.
tune.
So I'm trying to get an eval right now. I haven't taken one yet. On like Top Step or like a futures account, like a funded account, but I'm planning on it once like my parents like allow me to and stuff like that. But like I just have to like, convince them that I can trade an eval and that like it's not terrible and I'm not gonna like
I'm
like
sure I'm sure after this interview, we can definitely get you hooked up with some free evals for sure.
oh that'd be great. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
absolutely love that.
Yeah,
Like
we've got some firms that would love to have you. So
that'd
we
be
can
great.
we can definitely get you hooked up. Let me ask you some other questions about your daily routine. So what does a normal trading day look like for you if you're not at school?
So not at school, like I'll wake up like 6 o'clock, look at the charts. I always like want to see 8:30 time, like at 8:30 I want to get on the charts, see New York session. Like that's what I did this morning. I woke up, got on the charts, looked at New York sessions. I saw like just like a rise right up today. I
Yep.
didn't get into a trade sadly. I wish I would have, but like I just took out like some money yesterday, so I was just kind of like being kind of calm, safe, and like not gonna like go risk my whole entire account and stuff like that. So yeah.
Do you trade pre-market? So are you trading 8:30 in the morning or are you trading at
So
9:30?
I usually like look at 8:30 and I take like a trade at 9:30. So like I'll go to the bathroom like oh when I don't have school so that I'll look at the charts at like 8:30 and then I'll try to take a trade at 9:30 or like 10 o'clock with the stock market move, hit some fair value gaps, target liquidity, session highs, that type of stuff.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
So
Yeah, so
yeah.
you're basically marking out all your stuff at 8:30 and then 9:30
hmm
you're ready for the
Yeah.
market open.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
Nice. Yeah, I am similar to that too. I trade 9:45. So that first 15-minute candle, I don't trade. I let that kind of set the tone for the session and then look for a trading opportunity. So your parents, did your parents get you into trading at all, or were you just started and then like
I mean,
how did that work?
so like not really. They gave me like money for stocks and stuff just because they think it's like cool and like I should like learn how to invest my money and stuff. But like I wanted to start trading. Like I remember like my parents they gave me like 3 grand or something to start like an account with, and I asked them if I could use that to day trade instead, and then they like allowed me to do that. That's like kind of how I started off. My brother kind of started off with meme coins. So, but
Mhm.
like my parents got like kind of mad at him because like he was like revenge trading. Remember one night he made like $4,000 and he lost it all the same night at like 1 a.m. He was like screaming and stuff. It was insane. But yeah, so that's like why they kind of like stocks more like futures because it's safer. It's
Yeah.
not just like rug pulls and just like random like supply and demand. So that's why they like it more.
Yeah, and that's the reason why most people get into futures is because it's a regulated market to trade. I
Mm,
come from Forex myself. I started trading Forex in 2016 and then
yeah.
shifted into futures in 2019. But yeah, that man, the Forex industry, man, it's
It's
stressful.
interesting. Yeah, so like I trade forex like every once in a while. Like I'll go for like a small trade, like $30, $50, just to like have fun, kind of like.
Yeah.
Me and my friend Tom, he's like do it for fun. Like we'll like go crazy over the charts, even though we're only up like $20. But it's just like fun to do, and just like we have fun with it.
And with Forex too, it's probably a lot easier to take some swing trades on
Yes.
leverage.
Yeah.
We used to do that a lot, like swing trade gold or something. You ever
Yeah.
trade gold? I'm sure a
I
lot of
do.
people
I
want to
trade
know.
gold futures.
You do
Yeah.
trade gold
It's
futures.
like
Okay.
sometimes I'll trade like micro gold. Like I like gold right now. Gold is like insane right now. It's just like
Yeah.
straight up gold and silver. Like they're insane. Whenever
Yeah.
like my friends ask me like what to buy, I tell them either gold or silver because like it's just insane right now. But
Yeah,
yeah,
gold and silver have been on an insane bullish rise for the last couple of months. Yeah, I used to trade. So in the Forex industry, I my main pairs were Euro USD. I was trading that. And then I was
yeah, same.
trading GBP JPY, which we call the dragon because it's just it'll slay you. It'll burn you
Same. Yeah.
alive, no problem. And then we were trading gold for a little bit too, but that was before I got into futures in 2019 and just loved NQ ever since I got into it and been full-time trading NQ and ES. But
So yeah, Nasdaq is my favorite too.
is
But it's
it?
like once I get like a funds account, like once I start that, that's like when I'm mainly gonna trade it because it costs a lot more. It's like a lot more volatility and stuff. But like
Yeah.
if I was on a funds account, I would risk more because I have like more in the account and like I have like say it's $50,000 to trade with. Like it's like I can buy more of those shares and micros and like do more with it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're a smart young man. I mean, listen,
Thank you.
everybody that gets into trading futures, that's always the question. Do I trade minis? Do I trade micros? And I always tell
Mhm.
people in the beginning, you need to be trading micros because
Yes.
in your video, you were showcasing how to actually scale out of a position, which
Hmm.
most people do not know how to do. And you're 13 years old and you were scaling out of, I think you had 5 micros on that trade, right? It was
Yeah, I
like,
had 5 micros on that, and I like sold two off once I hit like one session high, just to like make sure like it doesn't go straight back down after. So I sold off two, and I had three left, and they both ended up hitting. But like, I was so happy because I got
can
paid
you
off.
tell people why that's important too? Why is scaling off important?
So I think it's important because like one, you never like want to lose money once you're up so much. You either want to break even or like at least have some profits left. So like if you just scale like down your trade, if you say like you want to buy your buy order and it's like already gone up a bunch, like it's always good just to take out some of those micros. So like you have like some safety, like let the rest of your trades still rise, but just like still have some off the table and like have taken out some of your money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a spot on. You couldn't have said it any better. It's a great way to, your equity curve over time is just going to be a smooth equity curve as you add money into your account by,
Hmm.
taking profits. I always say if you're 50 points in profit, pay the trader something,
Yeah.
right? Why the trade's going in your favor. So yeah, a lot of people need to hear that because they need to learn how to scale out of positions
Hmm.
um, in day trading. Okay, so what advice would you give someone older than you that's just starting?
I mean, probably just like paper trade for a while. Like I paper traded for like a year and a half, probably like a really long time since I was like 10, 11. And then
Oh
also
wow.
just like stay consistent with it because it's like I did this once too. I traded for like 2 months. I was like really hyped on it and I was like I loved it so much. But then I like stopped for like 3 months until I got back onto it because like it can get like tiring kind of almost if you
Oh
like
yeah.
just paper trading over and over and over, like not like having any actual profits. So it's still like good to paper trade. Like I did like challenge with myself, like once I got to like a 50K account to like 75K, 100K off of like good trading. Then
Yeah.
I decided to do like my own account. Like that's like when my parents let me have my own account. So just like not like going in immediately, just like having like no experience. Like I'd say like at least like 3, 4 months. Like that's even like a little amount, but just like practicing, learning, like a lot of consistency.
So you were basically on paper trading for 3, 4 months, learning how to place trades, scale trades,
Hmm.
obviously apply the ICT concepts before you even thought about going on to, real money.
Yeah, definitely. So it's like learning candlesticks, like learning how like the markets work and stuff. Like I mean, I've been in markets for a while since I was like 10. Like I remember like I started when I like Nvidia is like a big one that I had. I had it when it was at like $50 and now it's at like 200 something.
Yeah.
And like that was like my biggest like actual like long-term hold probably yet. And it's like I just got like really excited off that seeing it grow and grow and grow. And that's like when I kind of got like hooked onto stocks and that type of stuff.
So do you still have your own stock portfolio, your own
So yeah,
long-term stuff?
like
And
I have like a huge stock portfolio with like a lot of my money in it. Like I have majority of my money in the stock portfolio, like thousands of dollars inside of it. And then I just like day trade for like because like day trade is like fast money, but like stock market it's like not definite money, but
yeah,
like you're gonna like eventually grow your account higher and higher and higher. So like I've had like a lot of my stock portfolio account. So like that's been like big for me, and that's like when I keep on like growing my day trading account, taking off profits, that type of stuff.
what are some of your holdings, if you don't mind telling the audience? What are
So
some of
yeah,
your?
so I have a bunch of Nvidia because I bought it when it was at $50, like however many years ago that was, and now it's just
Wow.
like 200 something. Like I don't even know how I didn't even like really know anything about it. I just like knew it was like AI and like chips and stuff, and I played video games. And I
Yeah.
got my first computer, and I was like, oh, why don't I get Nvidia too? So like I was like hooked on that. So then that's when I got that. What else do I had? I had a lot of Tesla, but then I sold that once like it hits like its highs and stuff. 'Cause like now there's like duplicates of Tesla and that type of stuff.
Stock
Um,
splits, yeah.
a lot of Google dividend stocks. I also have like a few penny stocks. Like I don't like know their names, but just like in case they do go up like
Yeah.
drastically, like I have those. What else? A lot of Amazon because Amazon just really just like straight up and just like pretty calm and like you don't really lose off of it. So yeah, those like my main ones that I have.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
NVIDIA was a great pick because
Mhm.
I personally didn't buy NVIDIA and I'm kicking myself ever for not buying it. But I had NVIDIA cards in my PCs and I used to
Mhm.
use it. I'm like, these are great cards. Like, why am I not buy what I know? And a
Mhm.
lot of people, a lot of people out there, if you're using like, something in your hand, an iPhone, a piece of tech that you think is good, like you have to invest in what you can actually touch and feel or so
Mhm.
that was a good investment on your hand, man. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
If you only give one trading tip, what would it be?
It's probably, let me think about this one. Okay, probably just have like a simple strategy because like I see everyone they have like I'll be on TikTok and they'll be like these people with like these insane strategies with like 10 things that they look for and like these things that I don't like know what they mean and they're just saying this type of stuff. But like they're really unprofitable and it just like kind of like hurts them. Like if you just find like a something that works like liquidity for
Mm.
value gaps, that type of stuff, then like you'll be good.
Yeah, so basically just stick to something simple instead of trying to
Hmm.
overcomplicate it, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's like a
Because
big thing for me.
yeah, no, I mean, and a lot of people, they clutter their charts. They're using EMA crossovers, grab green stuff, like all these different confluences, and honestly, they're overcomplicating it
Hmm.
because what you're doing and what I'm doing is we're actually reading price. It's price action
Yeah.
trading. That's really what ICT trading is, right?
Hmm.
So, yeah, great. That's a great tip, man. All right, so I want to ask you some like more fun questions. What are some of your dream goals with trading? Like, where do you see yourself now in the next 5, 10 years? You're only 13, so
So I want to go to like I was like a really good college. Like I want to like have made money from day trading, obviously, and then I want to like work on Wall Street eventually. Like
really
not even
awesome.
like for like the money, just like for like the fun of it. Like just like I just like would just enjoy doing that and just like kind of always been like a dream of mine. So that's like a big goal. So yeah, I have like a big house, obviously, just like cool stuff like that. And yeah.
You have any cars that you like? What's like your dream car?
Probably like a Maybach, something like that. It's like
Okay.
tea and like not like too sporty or anything, but just like calm and like or a G-Wagon, something like that.
Little G-Wagon. Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Cool,
mind
cool.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you weren't trading, what would you be doing? What do you think you would be doing right now?
Um, shoot, I don't even know. Probably just like probably be on like Siege right now if I wasn't trading right now.
No, are you a Siege player?
Oh yeah, I'm nasty.
Oh, no way, man. You know I used to stream Siege, right? That was like a big
You
thing for
did?
me. Yeah, I was a Twitch partner for Rainbow Six Siege for 4
Wow.
years.
Wow, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I've
So,
always loved Siege.
all right, so who's your favorite operator on Siege?
Ash.
Ash. All right, so you're entry fragging, you're in there
Yep.
quick.
It's going in, yep.
All right, so now we have to play some Siege together so we can see
We
how
should. That'd be
Dami
fun.
trades. And my old name used to be It's What's Up, though. So we definitely have to play.
That'd be fun, yeah.
My main operator on Rainbow Six is Sledge. He was my go-to.
Sledge?
Yeah, yeah.
That's interesting.
But wait, Sledge before he was nerfed into the
Nerfed, I
ground.
gotta say, because he's like terrible now. He's
No,
like,
no, no. They killed him. They nerfed him to the
yeah,
ground.
he's bad
I
now.
started playing in 2016. That was literally the first week the game came out. So
Oh, wow.
I played when that game went through all the different issues, and I was diamond when you can only the highest rank you can get was diamond, and then champion multiple seasons until I stopped playing
Wow.
basically.
So you were like
So
really good then. Wow.
yeah, I'm OG in Rainbow Six, man. I can
Well,
show you some stuff.
how did you go from Siege and stuff to trading?
This is a great question, actually. I was during playing Rainbow Six Siege, during streaming the game, I was using that money from Twitch to keep my
Mm,
trading dream alive and trade. So during that time, I would go live at 10 o'clock at night and I would stream Rainbow Six Siege.
mm.
And I would stream from 10 o'clock to right around 2:30 in the morning. And then I would trade the London Open. And I did that for like
Wow.
3 to 4 years. And I was just streaming for that income and then trading Forex during those wee mornings of the night. And then I was sleeping all day and doing it over and over and over again.
So that's like how
So
you like funded your trading journey.
yeah, that's how it kind of kept me alive. I had, I think around 1,000 subs on Twitch at the time.
Wow.
I loved playing Rainbow Six and streaming, and that's kind of what got me into, obviously doing content and stuff. I learned how to do it during gaming, but that's
Yeah.
how I was able to fund like everything during my learning years, basically.
So like I did something like kind of like that too. So this summer I had like a business with my friend Thomas, the guy that I trade with and stuff. And like we would like go around and we would like resell like one-to-one colognes. You know what those are?
Just Cologne.
Yeah, it's like it's like identical, but it's like a dupe kind of. It's like
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, like a knockoff. Yeah,
yeah, it's like we would like buy them for like 30 bucks and we would just like sell it for like way more to people
that's
that would like
awesome.
want them. So yeah, and that's how we got the money to start trading and stuff. We made about like 5K off that in like 1 month.
No way.
So yeah, and then we started trading like with that money, more and more money to trade with. So yeah, that's kind of how we started.
That's crazy. So you were basically just like hustling, grinding, trying to, make sales, and then you kind of put it into trading.
Yeah, once we kind of like died that business out, then yeah, that's when we started.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Listen, man, it's been a pleasure interviewing you. You've honestly super impressive watching your content, and I'm sure the internet's gonna, see this video and they're gonna love you, man. So I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to interview you and to hear your story and everything. And yeah, man, we'll definitely see you out there. And listen, if you want an eval, we can get you some lucid evals, whatever you want, bro. So
Thank you
if
so
your
much. I
parents
mean, I would
if your parents say you can, we can give you one.
perfect. All right, just let me know. I mean, I would be so happy to have an eval.
Absolutely, man. We'll definitely hook you up with some evals. So, all right,
Okay.
Dami. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the interview. And
Thanks
yeah, I
so much
wish you
for
the
having
best of
me.
luck.
Okay, bye. Thank you so much.